The Executive Board of the International Monetary Fund has recommended that the Nigerian government should increase well-targeted social spending to cushion the anticipated adverse effect of fuel subsidy removal. Well, the recommendation is contained in a statement detailing the conclusion of IMF's just concluded 2022 Article IV Consultation with Nigeria. According to the IMF, fuel subsidy payments have deprived Nigeria of increasing its oil revenues despite recent global oil price increases. Nigeria plans to finally remove fuel subsidy latest by June this year. So, will social spending cushion the effect that the impact or the subsidy removal may create? That's the question. So, Ambrose Amodion is still here with me, Chief Research Officer, Investigator Consulting Limited. Now, talk to us about this. They are recommending that there should be social spending so that by the time the subsidy is removed, I mean, we will not have that much impact in the market or in the economy. So, what's the position? Let's start from then. It's a recommendation, really.
Actually, you know, in any government, there's way of making things easier for your people, and I think they choose the way of social, spending so that people, that the impact won't be much on the citizen, which is good. But for me to say anything, if Nigeria has the detail of how much have been spent since 2015 to date for social welfare in Nigeria, and how has it impacted Nigerians, even those in rural area, either trade money, either money, or because trade money,
yes, trader money,
and had have one. Is he?
They have SMEs, survivor fund, and all of that.
No, there's another one.
COVID-19
yes,
fund,
there's one that does that work on the for local government. Another one, another one.
Empower.
No, we need to know how much of spent in that, because this how to plan for the subsidy removal, so that you can know how much of spent. How many people have that lifted from poverty in Nigeria?
Right.
Are they regularly earning this money? Okay, if there's another we can do to make it better, to make impact, fine. But one thing is that, anywhere in the world, energy has serious impact on productivity. If you are planning to remove subsidy by June, I think by now, there are since plan already on ground, because the part of this I've mentioned, I've not seen it in the life of Nigeria.
So it's likely that that deadline may not even be implemented.
So that's one thing that people don't understand, that
because of course there are no, like you said, there are no plans on ground, like clarity, like let's see what these are our plans. I mean, like you said, we have not seen that at the moment. So it's possible that the government may not implement that removal comes June.
No, fine, it's possible, because this government is leaving by May 29.
Yes,
and
so a new government
coming in, and you are saying June, May 29 and June are just 2 days from there to the next month, June. I can't just enter in as a president, just in as a president. The next day, the first broker to Nigeria that I'm removing fuel subsidy. Have you a plan for you to remove it? What's going to be part in Nigeria? But I believe that the IMF have made a good recommendation. Not only IMF, Nigerians have been clamoring for that this subsidy will remove. Don't forget that when the government came in, they said they want to remove fuel subsidy, they move price of petrol. But if you look at also other products, they've done subsidy on them, remove subsidy on them, and the prices are high. People are paying for them. But is this just PMM, which is the fuel that was stealing that the subsidy on it? But if they can remove that, the huge fund they are using for that subsidy should be spent elsewhere. I think if you can give us good road, good hospitals, schools, we know that these are the things we want. But in the immediate, what we do that when you remove subsidy? Actually, we are warming to it.
Right. We
are warming down to that, because if we can buy fuel at 300, 250, it's a sign where we are going. That if they remove subsidy, it's a matter of time, because it's more competitive, that different people have access to this fuel, and they can bring this, or can bring it at a lower price, can bring it at a higher price. Then the one that I believe that competition is very key. I want it, but like I said, there's no plan. But if the money is pulled out from it, as I say, this is what we want to do. This is the plan we want to do this morning, or we're making before, to drive the economy. That would be very nice, especially the area of power, because I tell you, if you use already, energy will increase for both manufacturing and everything will go up. But how do they make sure that they have regular electricity, and that also help them to manage their corporate. Now, if you have a light for 4 hours, you are using 18 hours to run your gen. But if we use subsidy and we are sure that we are having light for 24 hours, and even though we are paying, and this is regular, I think all these factories, all these industrial that will have.
Quickly, before we move on to the next conversation, let's look at where and where they should, if that, of course, this recommendation is anything to go by. Now, let's look at where and where the government can start targeting. Is it transportation, because you have transportation here? And
I'm coming to that area. I'm coming to that.
So so what area and what aspect of the economy do you think the government should focus, in terms of spending?
Actually, as we speak now, the freight from here to Delta State before is just 4,000 naira. It's about 9,000 to 10,000 naira. That means we're factoring all this increase in fuel.
Right.
Once you remove subsidy again, yes, there will be another hike, and that's going to also trigger your inflation. And this move that even have taken already to cut back money from the on bank to bank vault, it's what's a good one. I mean, policy can make impact when they're adjusting their rate, but it's a matter of time. Once we do that and our inflation rises to a level, also naturally to start coming down, we start things like. But I believe that, like you just said, if I remove subsidy, make sure that we have good transportation system, because the farmers moving their goods from the farm, going to add that increase, in their transport to the cost of their goods. That means that is area that
we trigger inflation.
Yeah, but with time, if we're having competition in the industry and some who are importing on their own, some people are even doing it at either in Port Harcourt, in Warri, private sectors, and also that also make the price to come down. I believe that on the initial place we'll feel, initial time at the beginning we might feel some. No, it's more uncomfortable for us, but with time we'll get it. But I believe that it's a good thing to remove subsidy. Come June 2023.